As we grow older, there can be a feeling that life is somehow winding down, that the best chapters are behind us. It's easy to believe that after 60, things slow down, that there's nothing new left to explore. But let me tell you, that's not true at all. In fact, the years after 60 can be some of the richest, most rewarding years of your life. There are still so many opportunities out there. Whether it's learning something new, connecting with others, or even rediscovering passions you might have forgotten about. I understand that sometimes it feels like the world around you is changing too fast, and maybe you're not sure where you fit anymore. You might even feel like you're losing your purpose or that your best days are behind you, but that's just not the case. There's so much more to experience, and more importantly, so much you can still give. You don't have to rely on others to make you happy. The truth is, the strongest support you'll ever have is the strength within yourself. It's about finding that inner fire, that spark that still makes you feel alive. So, if you've been feeling stuck, like life has become a bit dull, it's time to change that. It's time to take charge of your own happiness, and I want to show you how. I know what you're thinking, isn't it too late for me? Well, no, it's not. You can start today. Whether it's volunteering, taking up a new hobby, or just setting small goals for yourself, there are countless ways to add purpose and meaning to your life, no matter your age. I really want to know your thoughts as we go through this. If you're with me, if you're ready to embrace what's next, leave a yes in the comments below. Let me know that you're here, and let's make the most of this journey together. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 6 powerful pillars that can help you live a more fulfilling, independent, and joyful life. These are the things that will carry you through, even when things get tough. They will help you find strength, purpose, and the kind of resilience that will keep you moving forward no matter what life throws your way. So, stay with me, because what I'm about to share can truly change the way you look at the future. Let's get started, and let's take a step toward a brighter, more empowered you. 1. Financial stability. I know it's not always an easy topic to talk about, especially when it feels like you might not have as much control over your financial situation as you used to. But let me reassure you, no matter where you are in life, financial stability is within your reach. It doesn't mean being wealthy, but it does mean having enough to live comfortably without constantly worrying about the future. As we get older, the fear of running out of money can become overwhelming. You might start to feel like your savings and retirement plans are just not enough to support you. This is especially true if you've retired and the paycheck you once received has stopped coming in. But here's the thing. You don't have to wait for a miracle to fix this. It's about being proactive and strategic with the resources you do have. Start by reviewing your budget and understanding where your money goes each month. Maybe there are subscriptions or expenses that no longer serve you. Cutting back on small things can add up to big savings. Also, don't hesitate to speak with a financial advisor who can help you manage your assets, invest wisely, and make the most of what you have left. It's never too late to get organized and take charge of your financial health. But beyond the numbers, financial stability is about peace of mind. When you have a solid financial foundation, you're not constantly stressed or dependent on others for support. That sense of security allows you to focus on other areas of your life, your health, your relationships, and your own personal happiness. You may even consider exploring new ways to bring in extra income, things that might interest you or even spark a new passion. It could be selling crafts online, offering tutoring services, or renting out a spare room in your home. These extra streams of income don't have to be huge. It's about making sure that you're in control and can meet your needs, no matter what happens. The key to financial stability is taking it one step at a time. It's about doing what you can with what you have and not letting the fear of the future paralyze you. You've made it this far and you're stronger than you think. And if you're finding these ideas helpful, leave a comment below and let me know how you're planning to take charge of your finances moving forward. You're not alone in this, and together, we can make sure that your financial future is secure. Financial stability might not come overnight, but with some effort and a bit of patience, you'll get there. You deserve that peace of mind, and you have the ability to make it happen. The next step is simple. Start today. The future is yours to shape. 2. Physical health. As we age, we often start to feel like our bodies aren't quite what they used to be. Maybe you've noticed that you don't have the same energy or strength you once did, and everyday activities feel a little more challenging. That's completely normal, but it doesn't mean you have to accept a decline in your health. Your physical health is one of the most important pillars of support you have in your life, and it's never too late to start making positive changes. Taking care of your body doesn't mean you have to run marathons or lift heavy weights. It's about doing what works for you, maintaining mobility, flexibility, and strength so you can continue living the life you want without being held back by pain or fatigue. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. Start by focusing on what you can do today. Even a short daily walk can make a big difference. You don't have to go fast or far. Just moving your body for 20 to 30 minutes a day can improve your mood, boost your energy, and help keep your heart healthy. Walking is gentle on the joints and gives you the chance to get outside, enjoy some fresh air, and clear your mind. If you're able, consider joining a local exercise class like yoga or water aerobics, where you can strengthen your muscles and improve your flexibility in a low-impact way. Eating a balanced diet also plays a crucial role in your physical health. It's not about strict diets or giving up everything you enjoy. It's about making better choices that nourish your body. Include more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains in your meals, and try to limit processed foods and sugary snacks. Remember, small changes make a big impact, and you don't have to be perfect. But here's something important. Don't just focus on your body's limitations. Celebrate what your body can do, even if it's not the same as it once was. If you've been able to walk, dance, or stretch, give yourself credit for that. Also, don't forget about rest. Your body needs time to recover, especially as you get older. Getting enough sleep and taking breaks during the day helps you stay energized and focused. Don't feel guilty about resting. Your body is working hard for you, and it deserves time to recharge. Lastly, keep up with regular checkups. Your doctor can help you manage any health issues and provide advice on how to stay healthy. Preventative care, like screenings for heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, is key to catching any potential issues early on. Don't skip your appointments. Your health is something that deserves your attention and care. If you're wondering how to start making healthier choices, just take it one step at a time. You don't have to overhaul your whole lifestyle overnight. Start small, stay consistent, and don't be too hard on yourself. You're doing the best you can, and that's enough. Remember, physical health isn't about perfection. It's about progress. By taking small steps today, you'll be investing in a stronger, healthier tomorrow. And if you're already working on your physical health, I'd love to hear from you. What changes have you made that have had the biggest impact? Let me know in the comments below, and let's support each other as we continue our journey toward better health. The more you take care of your body, the more energy and vitality you'll have to enjoy the other parts of your life. Your health is a foundation for everything else, and you deserve to feel strong, capable, and energized, no matter your age. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. 3. Your social circle. As we grow older, many of us experience changes in our social circles. Old friends may move away, or relationships may fade due to the natural flow of life. Some of you may even be feeling a bit isolated, with fewer people around to connect with. That feeling of loneliness can sometimes creep in, but it doesn't have to define your life. In fact, your social circle is one of the most vital sources of support as you age. And here's the truth. It's never too late to build meaningful connections, whether it's with old friends or new people you meet along the way. Social connections are not just about filling your calendar with events or having a large group of friends. It's about the quality of those relationships. Having a few close friends who really understand you and support you can be far more fulfilling than having a large circle of acquaintances. These are the people who bring joy into your life, listen when you need someone to talk to, and lift you up when you're feeling down. They're the ones who will stand by your side, no matter what life throws your way. Don't be afraid to reach out to friends, even if it's been a while since you last spoke. Sometimes, all it takes is one text or phone call to rekindle an old friendship. You'd be surprised how often people are feeling just like you, lonely or disconnected, and are looking for someone to reach out to them first. If that's difficult for you, consider joining a group or club in your community. Could be anything from a book club to a gardening group, or even volunteering at a local shelter or school. It doesn't matter what the activity is. What matters is that you're putting yourself in environments where you can meet people who share similar interests. If you're not able to connect with people in person as much as you'd like, take advantage of technology. Video calls, social media, and even online classes or discussion groups are all great ways to maintain relationships and create new ones. Technology can help bridge the gap when distance is an issue, and it can also open doors to new friendships you might not have had access to otherwise. Plus, it's a wonderful way to stay connected with family, especially if they don't live nearby. One thing that often gets overlooked is the importance of connecting with younger generations. Don't hesitate to reach out to younger family members, neighbors, or even colleagues. Their energy, fresh perspectives, and enthusiasm can be refreshing, and you can offer them valuable wisdom and experiences that they can learn from. Remember, relationships don't have an age limit. They're about understanding and sharing with each other. And here's the thing to keep in mind. The number of people in your social circle is not nearly as important as how deeply connected you feel with them. Sometimes, just having one or two people in your life who truly care about you is all you need to feel supported, loved, and valued. Focus on nurturing these relationships and make time for those who bring positivity and happiness into your life. So, if you're feeling disconnected or alone, don't give up. Reach out, put yourself out there, and find new ways to connect with others. Whether it's rekindling old friendships or creating new ones, you have the power to surround yourself with people who make you feel good. Building a supportive social circle is one of the best ways to ensure that as you age, you don't just survive, you thrive. What's been your favorite way of making new friends or keeping in touch with old ones? Have you discovered any new social activities or groups that bring you joy? I'd love to hear your stories and ideas. 4. Your sense of purpose. As we age, it's easy to feel like the best years of our lives are behind us. Perhaps retirement has come, the kids are grown, and some days might feel like they just blend into each other. But let me tell you something, your sense of purpose doesn't vanish as you get older. In fact, it can evolve and take on new, exciting forms. Having a sense of purpose is what gives life meaning, whether you're working, volunteering, or pursuing something entirely different. It's common to feel a little lost when retirement hits. For years, many of us were defined by our careers or our role as a parent. But when those chapters close, it can leave a gap that might feel hard to fill. What do you do now? What gets you out of bed in the morning? The key is to realize that your purpose doesn't have to come from a job, and it doesn't have to look like it did in your younger years. Purpose can come from so many places. Learning new skills, mentoring others, or even pursuing hobbies and passions that you might have put aside when life was busier. Think about the things you love to do or the things you've always wanted to try. These passions can breathe new life into your routine and fill your days with meaning. Take, for example, a man named Paul who spent most of his life working in an office, putting in long hours to climb the corporate ladder. After retirement, he felt aimless and restless. But then he rediscovered his love for painting. He began spending time each day in his studio, creating beautiful landscapes. His artwork became his new purpose. Not only did it give him a reason to wake up each morning, but it also connected him with other artists and even opened the door for him to teach painting at a local community center. His life was filled with creativity, and he found fulfillment in ways he had never expected. It's important to remember that purpose isn't just about doing something. It's about feeling connected to what you're doing. It could be gardening, volunteering at a school, joining a local organization, or getting involved in a cause you care about deeply. Whatever it is, make sure it's something that brings joy to your heart and challenges your mind. Feeling valued is a powerful motivator, and being able to share your experiences, talents, and knowledge with others can create a profound sense of purpose. Some of you might also find purpose in spending time with family, especially if you've reached a stage where you're becoming a guiding figure for your grandchildren or younger family members. Sharing stories, teaching lessons, or simply being present can create meaningful connections that provide a sense of fulfillment. It's also worth noting that finding purpose later in life is not only about others. Sometimes, your purpose can be about you. Taking time for personal growth, learning something new, or traveling to places you've always wanted to explore. Setting personal goals, no matter how small, can keep you mentally and emotionally engaged and give you something to look forward to. So if you've been feeling like your best days are behind you, it's time to shift that mindset. Your purpose is not lost. It's waiting for you to discover it. It might take time to figure out what brings you the most joy, but that's okay. It's about making small steps every day that lead you toward a fulfilling life. Now, think about this for a moment. What is it that excites you? What could give your days more meaning and energy? It's never too late to start something new. What are you passionate about, or what would you like to explore now that you have the time? I'd love to hear what lights you up and how you're building your own sense of purpose. The more we share, the more we inspire each other to live fully, no matter our age. 5. Your emotional resilience. As life moves forward, it can throw challenges your way, some expected and some completely out of the blue. No matter your age, struggles never stop. They just change in form. After 60, you may face the loss of loved ones, health concerns, or feel isolated as friends and family become scattered or busy with their own lives. But here's something I want you to remember. The most reliable source of strength you can count on is not from someone else, but from within yourself. Emotional resilience is one of the most powerful tools you can develop to navigate life's ups and downs. It's not about being unshakable all the time. In fact, emotional resilience isn't about pretending everything's okay when it's not. It's about understanding that you are strong enough to process emotions, adapt to difficult situations, and find peace even when life gets tough. Let me tell you a story about someone I admire, Sophia. She was 75 when she lost her husband of 40 years. The grief was overwhelming, and at first, she turned to her children for emotional support. But over time, Sophia realized that they had their own families to care for. She couldn't expect them to be her sole source of comfort. It was a tough realization, but it sparked a change in her. Instead of falling into despair, Helen decided to work on her own emotional resilience. She joined a local support group, started journaling her thoughts, and practiced daily gratitude. Little by little, Sophia found that she didn't need someone to fix her sadness. She had the strength to heal herself. And you know what? You have that strength too. Developing emotional resilience means embracing your feelings, allowing yourself to grieve, to feel sadness, and to experience anger when life challenges you. But it also means not letting those feelings consume you. You have the power to cope, to find new perspectives, and to adapt. The key is to acknowledge your emotions and process them in a healthy way. Sometimes that might mean seeking help through therapy or simply spending time in self-reflection or meditation. The important thing is that you have tools to cope with life's emotional demands. Resilience doesn't just help you bounce back from hardship. It helps you face each new day with strength. It gives you the ability to adapt when things don't go as planned. You start to recognize that tough times aren't permanent. They come and go, and so does the pain. Over time, as you work on your emotional resilience, you'll find that the difficult moments won't have the same power over you. They won't define you. If you think about it, your ability to manage your emotions, stay calm in the storm, and keep moving forward will not only benefit you, it'll benefit those around you as well. People look to others for strength in times of trouble. When you take responsibility for your emotional well-being, you become a role model for others, especially younger generations who may look up to you for guidance. The beauty of emotional resilience is that it's a skill that you can build over time. You don't have to have it all figured out right away. Small steps every day, whether it's talking to someone you trust, practicing gratitude, or finding moments of joy in simple things, will gradually build your resilience. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges, know this: you have the tools to heal yourself. You don't need to rely on others to feel emotionally whole. The strength you need is already inside you, it just needs to be nurtured. Take a moment to reflect on the tools and strategies you've used in the past to get through difficult times. What helped you then? How can you build on that now? I'd love to hear from you. How do you cope with tough situations? What's one thing you do to keep your emotional resilience strong? Drop a comment below, and let's continue this conversation together. Your experiences might inspire someone else who's going through a tough time. Keep moving forward, and remember, you are stronger than you think. 6. Your ability to adapt. When you reach your 60s and beyond, you might notice that life is changing in ways you hadn't expected. Things that once felt familiar, like the rhythm of daily routines or the people around you, can suddenly feel different. Friends may move away, your children might be busy with their own lives, and you might even start to feel that some of your past hobbies or activities aren't as enjoyable as they once were. This is all part of the natural flow of life. But here's a truth I want you to hold on to. Nothing stays the same, and that's okay. The key to living a full, happy life in your later years is not about holding on to the past. It's about learning to adapt. Adaptability is a powerful tool, and it's one of the most important skills you can develop in your 60s and beyond. The ability to adjust to life's changes and embrace new possibilities will help you not just survive, but truly thrive. It's about not getting stuck in what was, but staying open to what is and what could be. Think about Luke. Luke is 78 and, for most of his life, he relied on in-person friendships to stay connected. But as time passed, many of his friends either moved away or passed on. Luke felt lonely and a bit lost at first. He thought, I guess this is just what happens when you get older. But instead of resigning himself to isolation, Luke decided to make a change. He learned how to use video calls to stay in touch with his family who lived far away. He also joined an online discussion group about history, something he'd always been passionate about. Through that group, he met new friends, and he began to feel more connected than ever. What Luke teaches us is that even when things change, you can change with them. You don't have to give up on social connections just because they're no longer the way they used to be. You don't have to stop learning or growing just because you're in your later years. There's a whole world out there waiting to be explored, and there's no age limit on discovering new things, making new friends, or learning new skills. Adaptability doesn't just apply to technology or social changes. It applies to every area of life. For instance, if you used to love gardening but find it harder to bend down now, maybe it's time to explore raised garden beds or vertical gardening. If traveling to far-off places isn't as easy as it once was, maybe there are local places you've never explored before that are just as exciting. It's all about looking at what you have and figuring out new ways to make it work for you. And here's something important to remember. When you resist change, that's when you start feeling stuck. You might start to feel like life is passing you by, or that you've missed out on things. But when you allow yourself to adapt, to accept new ways of doing things, to embrace new opportunities, you'll find that each stage of life has something beautiful to offer. There's always something to gain, even when the things you relied on in the past are no longer around. The people who thrive in their 60s and beyond are the ones who remain curious. They're not afraid of change. They see it as a chance to grow, to learn, and to make new memories. They understand that each new chapter can bring something just as rewarding as the last. If you're sitting here thinking, I don't know if I can adapt, let me assure you that you absolutely can. Start small. Maybe it's trying a new hobby, or reaching out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. It could be something as simple as adjusting your routine or finding new ways to connect with your community. The point is, when you embrace change, you open the door to endless possibilities. Reaching the age of 60 and beyond isn't the end of the road. In many ways, it's just the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with opportunities to grow, to adapt, and to thrive. I want you to understand that no matter where life has taken you, there is always potential for more joy, more connections, more experiences. The 6 pillars we've discussed today: financial stability, physical health, emotional resilience, a strong social circle, a sense of purpose and adaptability, serve as the foundation for not just surviving, but truly living. These pillars are not just guidelines. They are tools you can use to regain control, find peace, and empower yourself. They are the things that will keep you from feeling lost or forgotten. And if you're sitting here thinking that you've got more to offer than just being someone's parent, grandparent, or relative, you're absolutely right. Your worth, your purpose, your happiness, it doesn't come from being dependent on others, but from the strength you find within yourself. You don't need to wait for someone to give you permission to live fully. It's your life, and you have every right to continue shaping it the way you see fit, no matter how old you are. Remember, the best days of your life don't have to be behind you. They can still be ahead of you, if you're willing to embrace the journey with an open heart and a curious mind. If you're still watching this, I encourage you to take a moment and reflect. Think about where you are right now and what you want your next chapter to look like. It's never too late to make changes. You don't have to do it all at once, but every little step forward counts. Take the wisdom you've gathered from all your years, combine it with the strength within you, and build the life you deserve. You've got this. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means the world, and if you found something in this video that resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Share your thoughts and plans for the future in the comments below. Together, let's keep the conversation going and support each other as we all navigate this incredible journey called life.